Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Small Home Big Garden. I'm parked up at one of the places that makes me really happy, also makes me a little bit sad. This is on my home, the Isle of Man, on the southern tip, the Calf Sound. There's a smaller island off there, off the southern tip, that's the Calf of Man. And the Sound is the piece of water which goes between them. Another very small island there called Kitterland, where all the seals congregate. This was a favourite place of my late wife. My late wife was German. We met here on the Isle of Man, most unlikely of circumstances, and it was her dying wish that her ashes were scattered here at sea. Where she used to love and come and watch the seals and drink a cup of coffee at the Panoramic Cafe, which is nearby here. So when I can, I come here and spend a bit of time in the motorhome if I can get a spot on the car park here. Not too many tourists at the moment in winter, but it's a lovely day, bit of cold wind, and the sea is quite rough, just the way we used to like to come and walk down here, up the very many paths on the cliffside, etc. Those of you who've been following my blog, you'll know that after the death of my wife, I set out on epic adventures in this motorhome. We shared many good times together in this little motorhome. She had terminal cancer, but this motorhome kept her going for 3 years, where she only expected 6 months. And I'm basically carrying on the dreams that she had for our retirement. I shipped this motorhome to Canada. Those who followed my Facebook blog will know that. I drove all the way to Alaska and back, and when I got back I thought, hey, I like this. So in the meantime I've been over most of Europe, up through Sweden, Norway, Finland, to the Arctic Circle, back down through all the fjords. And at the moment I'm just putting in a bit of time back home while I dream up another adventure. Sometimes things in life are just meant to be, and sometimes you just know it. I'm lucky enough to be retired, and I can get by in life doing this. I've often had time to think about exactly what the meaning of life is, etc. I'm not going to hold you a sermon or anything today, but it is quite good to reflect sometimes on how things happen in life. How I met my dear wife, it was a second marriage for both of us, midlife. We were both committed to never wanting to have a partner again somehow, but she had a friend who was going to come on holiday here to the Isle of Man. And the friend asked if she'd like to come. She thought, oh no, but then had a sort of urge to go. And she was staying in a bed and breakfast that belonged to a friend of mine. He phoned me up because he knew I was learning German at night school and said, hey, come and speak to these nice German ladies. And I thought, oh no, I haven't got time. But somehow a little voice in your head says, yes, you should do. And the same sort of thing happened to her as well, and your paths cross. This was one of the first places we came, actually, when we first met, purely as friends, and showed her around on the island. And obviously it's a place I love to come back to. Just a quick word about the Isle of Man. It's in the British Isles, but it's not England, it's not Scotland, it's not Wales, it's the Isle of Man. It's a country, it's a little nation. We have our own government. It was set up by the Vikings over 1,000 years ago, and it still has a Norse name. We call our government Tynwald. We belong to the British Crown, but we don't call the Queen the Queen. She's the Lord of Man. And in fact I'll show you a coin. I was at some music yesterday. I like to go and join in music, and for the first time I got one of these given to me in my change. This is a £5 coin. Now, if you go to England or the rest of the British Isles, you'll get a £5 note, not a coin. This is an Isle of Man. You may be able to make out it says on it in Manx Gaelic. It's the original language here, similar to Irish or Scottish Gaelic. Nodig Ganal, which is Merry Christmas in Manx Gaelic. And as you can see, we do have the Queen. But she's not Queen here, she's called Lord of Man. So I don't know, given our Viking heritage, I think I might know someone who likes to call herself Queen who might like to come here and take over the role, but we won't go into that. But this would make a great present for a child, perhaps, as something to keep through life. I'm sure if you Google it, it is possible to buy these. And yeah, Isle of Man, a great place to find out more about, and well worth a visit. And if you like the scenery of Ireland and Scotland, Wales, Cornwall, you will find everything here on a small island, 50 kilometres by 20 kilometres wide. So that's it for today. We'll leave you, as I normally do on these films, with a little bit of music. This is an Isle of Man traditional song. Our music's very similar to Irish and Scottish music, but this particular tune is actually an Isle of Man tune. It's called, I probably pronounced it incorrectly, Tre Batian Bagna. It's Three Little Boats. Bye.